Good morning. This is Elaine Dotson with Elaine's Custom Cards, and I've got one last video for the year to show you. This one is Deck the Halls, and it's using the beautiful Baubles stamp set and dies that are in the holiday catalog. And it's these dies, and I have these over here. I used this die right here and this one right here, and this is still available until the end of the year. It's this holiday catalog, so the sales period actually ends January 2nd. And it's on page 10, and at the end of the video I'll put up a supply list so you can see what the products I used if you care to order. This, I believe it's not going to be carried over, so it's now or never. So let's get started on this card. It's a pretty simple card. I put, this is the copper foil, I believe. Yes, copper foil sheet. I put it on the the multi-purpose adhesive sheet, and then cut it out with my die. Then I took a piece of vellum, pulled this off, you can get it off, and glued it, or stuck it down to the very edge of the piece of vellum, because I wanted this open. And I took my scissors, cut around it. I didn't really look to see if there was a circle die this particular size that I could have used, but this worked pretty well for me, so. My purpose was, I want to put this up on dimensionals with white behind it, and I'm going to color it with Stampin blends. I'm going to use the dark and the light. This is Night of Navy. And I turned it over, and on the back I colored in everything that wasn't the little tiny dot there, because I'm going to color those in with the light Night of Navy. And you don't have to worry about whether or not you go over the lines, because nobody's going to see this side anyway. You just want to make sure you don't get in your little circle areas, because you're going to get, or your little whatever. This is going to be my last Christmas card of the year. We've only got just a little over a week before Christmas, and I got most of my Christmas cards already sent out. I was going to do a giveaway today, but I didn't get any comments, so nobody to give away to. So all my cards are going to friends and family and customers that I have. I'll keep an eye on my video from last week, and if anybody does respond, I will send them one of the cards that I already made, or it's not put together, they're just cut out. or actually I'll send them a made card that I made. Already completely made. Anyway, I need to get encourage you to do comments so I know, you know, what you're thinking of my videos and if you like them, if you think I need to do more detail. I do a lot of prep work ahead of time to keep the videos fairly short. We've had a lot of rain and it's been cold and actually stopped raining for a while, which is nice. But it's still cold. Okay. And when you turn that over, you can see what it looks like. And then I took a piece of white, Whisper White, took some liquid glue, and just put it around the outside edge of this ornament. Because I'm just going to glue it onto that white piece and then cut around it like I did the vellum. I like this set. I thought it was pretty. I made quite a few cards using it. So again, leave that open because we're going to thread our ribbon through there. Let's cut around it. Hope everybody's ready for Christmas. Got all your cards made and mailed out. I've still got gift wrapping to do. Try to get that done next week. Some of it's done, but not all of it. Okay, there's that piece. Then I took this piece, what I cut out with that die that I showed you in the beginning, and I took Blueberry Bushel, and this is Balmy Blue. Get this thing open. Okay, and I just took a sponge dauber, sponged around the edges. I couldn't put matte behind this because I wanted the blue to show through, so I figured using sponge dauber and just daubing around it helps it to stand out a little bit. I enjoy making cards, and I've been enjoying making these videos. Sometimes it's a challenge for me because I tend to make more mistakes on camera than I do when I'm just creating cards. But I like fairly simple cards, not too much complication that takes. I don't like to make cards that take too long because then you can't make a lot of them. I'll make a few complicated cards, but not a lot. So we're going to use liquid glue on the outside of this, or on the back of this, on the outside edges, and glue it to the front of our card. Center that. And then I'm going to, I stamped the inside all the stamps and everything came from this set. So this is the inside, and there was a little, looks like little snowflakes right here that I used in the corner, and then I used this sentiment, and then I used this sentiment for right here. So then I used Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. I used 4 of them. And then I used 4 dimensionals on the back of my sentiment, and then I used my triple banner punch to punch the edges, and then I stamped this with Versamark and used the copper embossing powder. And then I took my piece of ribbon, and this came from the tea room. This is from the tea room ribbon set. I thought it was really pretty. And I just threaded it through there. Tied a knot because I didn't want it to come off. And then we'll see if I can get a bow tied without too much trouble. I do most of my bows off camera because I'm very particular about the way they look, and so sometimes it takes me a little bit to get what I consider a perfect bow. This ribbon's kind of small. Let's see if we can get it without too much trouble. Oops, no, that didn't work. I heard my phone over there. I thought I turned it off, but apparently I'm still getting beeps for text messages, so whoever it is going to have to wait. This is going to be a frustration to me. You can see. Okay. Almost got it. Don't lose the end there. Okay. Looks like I got it in there. Let's see if I can get it evened up here. Scoot it over. Yeah, that's not too bad. There. That looks pretty good. Just trim it to get it even here. Sometimes I find this really humorous. I call them recalcitrant bows. Looks like we got it though. Trim that. That looks even. Okay. Now we're going to take a little glue dot I had set aside over here. And I think I have a pokey tool here. I'm going to fold it in half because it's too wide. So, because this is a tiny bow. So we'll fold this glue dot in half. It seems to be a little bit big. And then, over there, put it on the back of the bow. That. Take our dimensionals off. Or the backs of the dimensionals. And then we need to center this the best we can. So it looks like it's hanging off of the edge of this circle here. That looks pretty good. And I have put dimensionals on the back of this. Let's put this on the inside while we're doing this. I said I was going to do that earlier, but oh, let's do this first. I think I did around the edges of that piece too. Let's see if I can do this without getting glue all over myself. I like the way this looks when you don't use cardstock for a trim around it. Sometimes I really like sponging around the edges or using a dimensional or a sponge dauber there. Oh, I didn't get glue all over myself. That's amazing. Get this in there. Get that centered. I'm going to close my ink pad so I don't get ink all over myself. And then it ends up on my project. Okay. Put the lid on that so it doesn't dry. Then I took my copper wire and wrapped it around my fingers a few times if I can find the end of it. I took the center one of these dimensionals covers off, and then I just did this. 1, 2, 3, about 4 times. Hang on to your ends, and then cut it there. Okay. And then I took the ends, making sure I hung on to them the best I could, and tried to put that in the center, and then centered that on that dimensional. And then I tried to open that up, open this dimensional up, and this one, and get that like this. Oops, and then you want to make sure you're right side up, not upside down. Like that. And put that, center that at the bottom of your card. And your card is done. So you let me know what you think. Let me put the supply list on here. I will zoom in for you as close as I can get it. You can see. And that's the supplies I used. If you want to order any of these, you can go to my website, Elaine's Custom Cards, or elaine.dotson.stampinup.net, and you can order any of these supplies. Please give me a thumbs up and leave me some comments. Like my videos. I would really appreciate seeing some comments and letting me know what you think. What improvements you think I could make on my videos. Anyway, have a wonderful Christmas and a blessed day. And I will see you next time. Thank you.